developmental psychology, almost every young person goes through a phase called the personal fable. This phase of development is characterized by feelings of invincibility, immortality, and uniqueness. Many adults can recall a time in their teenage years where they thought they were going to become famous, where the whole world revolved around them, a time when they felt invincible and did things that they would never do as an adult. But because of today's social media environment, the personal fable stage is getting supercharged. When discussing the personal fable, pre-internet clinical psychologists would often refer to something called the imaginary audience. The imaginary audience refers to a teenage belief that they are being watched and judged by others, like they have their own personal audience always examining them, always judging, always critiquing. But what happens when this imaginary audience becomes real? What happens when, because of social media, young people really do have an audience? It's not imaginary. They really are being critiqued and judged and watched for everything they do. It's almost as if social media is an amplification signal for the personal fable in adolescence. This causes modern-day young people to be hyper-aware of their social status, behavior, and appearance. Professionals always knew that teenagers with a strong sense of this imaginary audience would be more susceptible to peer pressure and risk-taking. They would have a greater desire for popularity and recognition. Now imagine what teenagers with a real audience are experiencing. It is no wonder that in the last 10 years we've seen a strong uprising in teenage depression and self-unaliving. We're also starting to see the personal fable and sense of an imaginary audience extending well past adolescence and into adulthood. This basically turns people into puppets for their audience, leaving them without a sense of who they truly may be on the inside. What is social media doing to us?